Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be updating you guys on baby Valeria. She is now 3 months, and I'm also going to give you guys a little update on, what's been going on these past 3 months, like postpartum wise. So I'm going to go ahead and get Valeria because she's starting to fall asleep, and I want to show you guys her before she does end up taking a nap. But yeah, let me go and get her. Okay, so here is baby Valeria. Her hair is like all standing up because she was on her swing. Look, baby, look, that's you. Okay, she clearly does not care. So Valeria is now 3 months, of course, and she weighs 12 pounds. This little girl loves to eat. I don't think she looks that chubby on camera, but she actually is pretty chubby. She's getting very chunky, and as you guys can see, she's learning how to hold her own head. So yeah, she's literally the most adorable baby, of course, to me because she's my daughter. She is drinking Similac Sensitive. I think before I talked about how she was on the, I think it was Pro Advance. It was the Pro Advance. It was like the new gray Similac, and that was just not working out for her. She was spitting up, and she was just, not only was she spitting up, but it seemed like every time she ate, she was uncomfortable afterwards. We ended up switching her to the sensitive Similac, and she's doing great. She doesn't spit up as much, and she also, she doesn't cry as much after she's done eating. So the one thing, and probably the only thing that kind of lets me do what I have to do during the day, is when she's on her little playground mat. It's like the colorful toy thing that she has actually in her crib. It's that right there. She absolutely loves that so much. She'll stay there for like 25-30 minutes without getting fussy, and sometimes she actually ends up falling asleep there. Like, she'll kind of get fussy and then she'll just fall asleep. She also, on that little play mat thing, we try to put her on tummy time, but she absolutely hates tummy time. I don't know if this is all babies, so those moms that know, please comment down below if there's something that I can do to make her like tummy time, because I've tried everything and the doctor keeps telling me to put her on tummy time because it's good for her, but she hates tummy time. So she is slowly getting used to taking baths. In the beginning, she would literally cry the whole time while she was taking a bath. Now she's recently started to just love bath time. Sometimes she will cry like towards the end, I guess because she's getting cold, but she is starting to like bath time. In the beginning, I don't know if for those of you who used to watch me when she was a newborn, she had a lot of face acne, and her face has actually cleared up all the way. She no longer has acne on her face, and then as of like 3 or 4 weeks ago, she started dealing with some skin problems. It was dry, it was itchy, it was red, it was like a rash all over her skin, but she no longer has that problem on her skin. We actually had to get a medicine prescribed, but on top of that, we use I think I'll put the name of it on the screen, but we use this other, like, it's like a cream, and then we also use the Eczema Aveeno that lots of you guys recommended in the comments. It's working really, really well for her. And she started making baby noises like a long time ago when she was super tiny. Like, she was like 3 or 4 weeks old when she started like baby talking to my mom, but now she's very loud. Like, literally it sounds like she's trying to yell, and I think it's the cutest thing. She's sometimes, like, if you really talk her into it, she'll like talk on the spot, but most of the time she does it whenever she wants to. Right, baby? Right, baby? She always has that like pout, like that mean face, and I also have a very serious face, so I think that's where she got it from. I think the best thing that has changed in these last few weeks, and now that she's getting a little older, is the fact that she is sleeping through the night. She doesn't sleep obviously like from like 9 at night to like 9 a.m. in the morning, but if she falls asleep, let's say around 9 or 10, she'll wake up around 5 or 6 in the morning, and that's literally like a full night of sleep for me because that's how much I would sleep anyways when I was going to school, you know, last year. So honestly, once she wakes up at that time, I feel fully rested, and either way, she'll wake up, she'll eat, and she'll go back to sleep for like an hour or two. So it's honestly so great that she's sleeping a little bit longer through the night. She is staying up longer during the day. Like, all she wants to do is play. Like right now, she's already been up for like an hour and a half, still isn't giving me signs. I mean, she was kind of getting sleepy, but now she's having lots of fun getting held, and she's very used to being held. She only wants to be held. There are days where I can't even like eat or have a second to myself because one, she doesn't want to take naps, and then two, she wants to be in my arms, which I know is very bad, but it's also hard because I spend so much time with her. So I'm kind of just like, I get used to, oh, okay, I get used to just holding her. My mom keeps telling me that I have to get her used to kind of, you know, being in her swing, being in her playground, but she is getting used to my arms and being held. So if you guys have any tips on that, also comment down below. So I think that's about it for update on baby Valeria. If I think of anything, I'll say it, but I'm gonna move on to everything going on with me. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put her on her swing. These past 3 months literally flew by so fast, and I feel like I've recovered very well. I no longer have pain like pretty much anywhere in my body unless I'm like overdoing it during the day. That's when I do feel my back hurting. So I am going to say that the back pain is probably never going to go away. Lots of moms told me this, that it was like a year, 2 years later, and that randomly the back pain would come back. So I guess that's something that randomly comes back when I overdo it during the day. One thing that is like very TMI, and it's about the area down there, is that I do have a discharge, not every day, but very, very often, and most of the time there's like a white sticky discharge. And I've looked it up many times because at first I was very concerned, I was very confused, but according to everything that I read, it's supposedly normal to have like that discharge. At first it was very uncomfortable. It doesn't like smell or anything, but it's just there ever since I had Valeria. I am on a normal period cycle now. It started last month, or I think it started the month of July, and then for August I already had my period, so I'm kind of on like a monthly period. I think it officially started. My doctor actually told me, he was like very surprised when I told him that my period had already started, so I'm not sure if I was early or if I was late, but it already started. I'm on a cycle, so I think that's a really good thing. The one thing that I did notice that changed right after I had Valeria was that my hair grew. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm not sure like who's been here since I was pregnant and who just recently started watching my videos, but when I was pregnant, I think my hair was like up to here, and now my hair, I'm gonna say it's like an inch or two longer. It's like very long. I used to have it very long before I got pregnant, and then once I got pregnant, my hair stopped growing. People say your hair is supposed to grow when you are pregnant, but that was not the case for me. It actually stopped growing, and then it started growing as soon as like the week after I had Valeria. My hair started growing so much. I'm trying to start taking care of it, but it is hard like having a newborn. I used to have like very bouncy, beautiful curly hair, and now it's just, you know, like wavy. I've lost a few pounds. Actually, I have the weight. I have how much I used to weigh, and then how many pounds I lost. Okay, so I actually, in these last 3 months, I lost a total of 17 pounds since I had the baby. Once I had the baby, like automatically after having her, I think a day or two after, I had already lost like a lot of weight. I could just see it without even weighing myself. But in these past 3 months, it's been about 16-17 pounds that I've lost, and I can kind of tell these last few weeks, these last 2-3 weeks, I can tell that my stomach is really slimming down. It was like 2 months after I had Valeria, and my stomach still looked very chunky, very bloated, and I was so concerned that I was gonna have to like start exercising. I still haven't started exercising. I had a surgery that, you know, stopped me and kind of paused me from any like crazy activity, so I couldn't start exercising. I still have not started. But there is a lot of weight and belly fat that I still want to lose. Let me just show you guys what the belly looks like now. Alright, so don't mind my PJs, but this is pretty much what my belly looks like now. If you guys can tell, there is a lot of fat, like mostly on the sides and a little bit in the front. It's nothing that I can't hide with like jeans, of course, but I still feel very insecure about it because before I was like a twig, so there is a little bit of belly fat that I'm still trying to lose. After having Valeria and after going through everything that I went through, I do still plan on having kids in the future. Not anytime soon, not like in a year or two, maybe like 6-7 years down the line, of course. I did go through a lot, like postpartum wise. In the beginning, of course, it was very painful. There was a lot going on, but I think that's most women. We go through a lot, you know, during the first few weeks of postpartum. I mean, you just like gave birth to a whole child, so of course it was painful, it was very scary, but I do plan on having kids in the future, and hopefully the next time I have kids I can breastfeed the way that I was planning on with Valeria. I couldn't breastfeed this time because, you know, I had an infection in my right breast and I had to get a surgery. There was just so much going on that stopped me from breastfeeding. Alright guys, so yeah, that was my update on Valeria and I. A lot has changed. Of course, Valeria is a lot more grown and I am pretty much fully recovered. But if you guys do have any questions, just comment them down below and I try to answer to as much comments as I can. But I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in my next video.